Alrighty, welcome back. In the future, I'll be doing a lot more commentary on audits. If you know what a First Amendment auditor is, they go around. Mostly, they go around like a lot of either police stops or actual places like the post office. And basically, the common thing is normally is that they try to film and they try to see if people working there and police officers will respect their right to film, because a lot of people simply don't know that you have no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. You just don't. So a lot of people think, hey, I'm sitting down at a restaurant, but I'm sitting on the outside of it so they can see me, or I'm walking down the street, somebody films me and they say, hey, I don't give you permission to film me. That's just not the way it works. Like I said, there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. So unfortunately, if you walk down the street, somebody film you, there's nothing that you can do about it. And there's a big misconception that they say, hey, there's kids in the picture, you can't film kids. Filming kids is illegal. Well, that's just a bunch of BS. There is no law that says you can't film kids. Now, it's kind of creepy if you're actually making kids the focus of the video. But if I'm filming you and there's some kid who, I don't know, ran past in the background, you can't be like, oh, a kid ran by in the background, that's illegal, you can't film it. Okay? That's just not the way it works. You would have to really be, like I said, doing some creepy stuff, trying to put kids all in your face. But even that is still no flat out law that says if you film a kid, it's illegal. So, like I said, I don't do any of this stuff. I'm just here to educate people, to let them know about their rights. Okay, you have the right to film, and that's the way it is. So this video is from a guy named Frauditor Troll, and he's a guy who doesn't like auditors. So in other words, he doesn't really like the Constitution. He doesn't really like the fact that individual citizens have their own individual rights. What he wants people to do is live their lives the way he wants them to be. He wants people to act the way he wants them to be. I guess he's God or something. So I don't understand. It's not against the law to be like annoying. Okay, it's not against the law to be an asshole. Okay, it just isn't. Only thing you got to be as a citizen, and this actually happens in Canada, but Canada's real close. It's not a wild place like Yemen or North Korea or anything like that. So you have the right to film, for starters, whether people like it or not. And because you use your rights does not make you a bad person. This guy thinks you're a bad person. If you go somewhere, go to a post office, go to a mall, or sit outside on the street somewhere and start filming people, he thinks you're a bad person. His channel is full of him just going on people exercising their rights. He just doesn't like people exercising their right, which is ridiculous. But anyway, this video right here is entitled, I believe, is Frauditor Commits Assault and puts it on YouTube. So I guess he's trying to make it seem like this guy was dumb enough to commit assault or felony on camera and then post it all up for the cops to see and just be waiting to get arrested. So we're going to watch this video to see what actually happened, and we're going to see if it fits the title, and we're going to see if he was dumb enough to put up a video. Like if I robbed a store and I filmed it and I put it up, I would go to jail, wouldn't I? The evidence is right there. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Look at that camera setup. It looks absolutely ridiculous. You have a phone being held, and then there's microphones that are held with rubber bands. It looks silly. Imagine if you see a real journalist that's supposed to interview you, and he shows up with a bulletproof vest and this Frankenstein contraption. You would automatically lose any hope that this will be a serious interview. You can't even get the proper gear. You can't even dress properly and look professional. How are people supposed to believe that you are a journalist? And then also there's your actions. Frauditors are little gremlins that threaten violence all the time, and this guy is no different.
So first of all, I didn't really see the guy interviewing people. From what I see, he was just sitting there with a camera and filming people. So if I missed it, I missed it. But he wasn't like stopping people, like how you feel about Palestine, et cetera, et cetera. But I leave it like that because I'm not going to talk about the politics of it all. I'm just talking about the actual court video. It just happened to be some type of Palestinian protest or whatever. Just what happened. But the point still stands that he was just sitting there filming, and that's all that was. And he's saying that frauditors or auditors are violent and they always threaten violence. So we're going to watch and see if he actually threatened violence or was he trying to defend himself. And I'm going to speed it up because it's kind of long.
It's another bike.
Well, I'm going to skip up a little
Which
bit
bike? The motorcycle?
till we get to the part where
I am filming.
the issue is
No,
really.
he's filming the protest. Sir!
Without asking that.
That's fine.
Yes, that's all right. What? Clearly, camera hiding his face. Sir! Sir!
Right here.
Fuck me. Fuck you.
Okay, so right here is where we want to start it really. So it's pretty straightforward. Look how close he is to the cameraman. And what the guy has in his left hand is a megaphone. Okay, for those y'all who do not know what a megaphone is, you talk into it and then it amplifies it. It makes it louder. It makes your voice louder. It probably goes up to like 130 decibels, maybe 140, who knows. But just think about you standing right there and somebody yelling a loudspeaker in your face. Now, is this cool? So this Frauditor Troll guy, I don't know his name of the channel, so I'm just gonna call him Frauditor Troll. That's the name of the channel. He's gonna want to make you think that if this is you standing here, it's okay to let somebody stick a megaphone in your face and try to bust out your eardrums. That's what he wants you to believe. That you should just sit here and chill. He's not doing anything wrong. You shouldn't touch him. Probably shouldn't say nothing to him because it's just a megaphone. He's not touching you. He's blaring this in your ear. Who in their right mind, what common citizen would not be annoyed? Let's take a look.
Fuck me.
I'm standing right here. I don't give a shit about your cause.
I don't give a shit about what you give a shit about, okay?
I don't care.
I don't give a...
Now, he said fuck me. Now, he's going to say it again, and I don't know about this guy. He might be a little suspect. You'll see.
Fuck what you give a shit about or you don't give a shit about. That's not my business. Your business is you're hiding your face and you're videotaping people.
I am. I'm filming the bank.
No, you're not filming the bank. Okay, so, officer! This guy's filming the bank.
Yep.
Officer! Officer!
And it's not illegal to film a bank. Like I said, he's standing on the sidewalk. You can sit here and film a bank all day. Don't believe me? Go look up YouTube film a bank. You don't see people getting locked up for this. Like I said, it's legal. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you need to go to jail. You just got to respect that people are individuals. They exercise their rights in different ways. As long as they don't break the law, they're good. Now, this guy had the megaphone in a different direction, but we'll see how he directs it going forward.
So we have a problem here, officer! Sir, officer! Officer! Sir, officer! Sir, officer!
So clearly, he's talking into this, yelling to this right in this man's face. Would this not ignore you? It'd be different if he's just holding that camera and taking pictures. I mean, that's one thing. You know, you might be a little annoyed or whatever, but for him to yell like this and your eardrums are right there, I mean, it can actually physically hurt you if you just stay there while somebody's blaring it right in your ear. Now, who in their right mind, again, would not like this? Who would not be irritated by this? But the Frauditor Troll will let you believe that, oh, this is cool. You know, he's not touching you, so let him just blare this in your face all day.
I will.
This guy is filming. Try it. Try it. I would like to see you try it. I would like to see you trying it. Go ahead. Ram it my ass or my throat. Go ahead. Show me. Show me. Turn off the camera.
Fuck you.
You can. Try it. Go for it, man. Go ahead and fuck me.
So I don't know what's wrong with this guy because I think he said grab my ass or my throat first, and then he said fuck me. Oh yeah, go ahead and try it. Go ahead and fuck me. And it doesn't look like he's joking. It seemed like he might be excited if that was to happen, but that was just a little weird to me.
Go ahead. Fuck me. He said fuck me, right?
Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So now this man is giving up his ass. I mean, I just don't. Let's keep it going.
Free the people, free the land. No peace on stolen land.
I heard someone threatening violence.
Yes, he says he wants to kick my ass.
No, I'm gonna ram that thing down your throat if you keep
Okay,
shooting it
hold
in
my
my ear.
ass. All right.
Keep fucking screaming that in my ear. See what happens?
So this right here is where the Frauditor Troll says he's threatening violence. Now, do you think this guy is arbitrarily threatening violence to people walking by on the street? Look at the picture. You can't even see the whole megaphone because he's so close to him. He's only telling him to get that out of his face. Who wouldn't do this? Who wouldn't do this? But he's saying that he's threatening violence. But like I said, his whole channel is full of silliness like this. But put yourself in this position right here in this picture. This is close. The guy's actually talking to it. It's real loud on your face. You don't want to get that out your face? Of course you might say something threatening. This is like one of the most irritating things it is.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
All right, guys.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land!
Well, he wants to ram this up my ass, he said.
If you keep blowing it in my ear, yeah.
Free!
You know that's fucking assault, right?
No, I'm not.
Get it away from me. Get it the fuck away from me.
So right there, now he gonna claim his megaphone got broke. All this man did was put his hand out and move the megaphone down. Now you're gonna ask yourself, well, why did he move the megaphone down? Maybe because it's blaring directly in his face. Who would not move it out their face?
Well, he
Watch.
wants to ram this up my ass, he said.
If you keep blowing it in my ear, yeah. You know that's fucking assault, right?
That's all he did. He just put it down. That's it. And now this is the assault that this fool Frauditor Troll is talking about. He committed assault, and now he put it on YouTube. You know, putting himself on YouTube that he committed a crime. Okay, so he should go to jail. Let's see what happens.
Right?
No, I'm not.
Get it away from
Touch
me.
your stuff.
Get it the fuck away from me.
What am I doing to you?
That
You're
thing.
intimidating.
Whoa. Didn't he just grab the guy's megaphone?
He's making an issue about grabbing it. Where was the megaphone at? When he grabbed it, it was literally a couple of inches from his face.
Isn't that an extension of his body, right?
This is true. The megaphone is an extension of his body, but extension of his body, if y'all don't know what that means like if he has the megaphone out and somebody just touch or hits the megaphone, it's the same as hitting you. It's an extension of your arm. But the point is, nobody's arm and nobody's extension of their arm should be that close to your damn face. It's that simple.
Right? You know how frauditors love to say that? Then technically he just committed assault right there. He could get arrested on the spot. Now let's see if he's going to escalate the situation or if he's going to de-escalate. You know, they always talk about that de-escalation technique. Let's see if he can apply it to himself.
Well, yes, auditors do talk about de-escalation. But what this guy fails to tell you, de-escalation is for police. I mean, this is common sense. There's no requirement for citizens to do de-escalation. De-escalation, it doesn't pertain to the public. It pertains to people in power, people in control, to de-escalate it before it gets into a more serious situation. The onus is on police to do de-escalation, but it doesn't apply in this situation. You don't really have no responsibility to do whatever. We only really expect de-escalation from police because they're in high power, they got guns and stuff like that. So this Frauditor Troll just talking out the side of his neck.
Intimidated by me?
No, that thing is hurting my
Then
ears.
move. Then
No,
go.
I'm not moving.
He said move around.
Stop.
No.
Now you're
Okay, so he did do it again, which I see, but it's the same thing. The guy keep blurring it in his face, and he actually took it out of his hand. I don't have a problem with this. Me personally, I would do the same damn thing. You're not gonna stand there with that megaphone on high, just blurring it in my face. Who in the world think this is cool? Who think this is acceptable? Oh, only this Frauditor Troll guy. And so what he's saying is, somebody stands in your face and blurs this in your face repeatedly, you're committing assault if you try to get it out your face. Man, this Frauditor Troll guy is a clown.
broke
Get the
his
cop.
spit.
Go get a cop.
Officer!
I have it all on camera.
Yes.
Move away.
Officer.
Move away. You're coming
Go
here.
get a cop. I'll wait right here for the cop.
All right, I'm just gonna forward it a little bit till we get to the police because he's gonna get the police over here, and let's go a little forward till we see them. Should be coming up, and I want you to tell me what you think the cops are going to do. Okay, so the cops over there, he's going to get them. Now, do you think the cops are going to arrest this guy for assault because he got the megaphone out of his face? Do you think he's going to arrest the other guy for putting the megaphone in his face? Whose side do you think the police are going to be on? I mean, it's an easy guess.
No, I want to hear this.
Hey, sir, can we just talk over there, if you don't mind?
I'll wait.
Okay, no, but I have to talk to him first.
Yeah,
If you
then
don't mind.
And I'm going to skip it for a little bit because we're not going to hear what he's saying to him. And we're just going to get to the part where he talks to the cop. I guess it's about right here.
You tell me what's going on.
Because I don't have to. I have it on camera.
Okay.
This guy.
He broke his microphone.
Okay, just give me a second, right? He's saying that.
You know, a false police report is a crime. It's an indictable
He
offense.
literally broke his
Okay,
microphone.
can I just speak with him for a second, then I will come talk to you. Right? If you can just back up a little bit, just give us a bit of space. Right? So he's saying he's talking to the other officer that something happened.
Something did happen. So what I'll tell you, this is what I'll tell you because you guys, is this an investigation? Am I detained or am I free to go?
No, I'm asking you what.
Is
the
it
other
an
side
investigation? Am I
If you-
detained or free to go?
As of right now, I'm not doing any investigation.
Okay, then.
I'm asking
Then I
you,
don't have
is
to answer any questions
is there
at the
something-
moment.
Is there something you wish to share with me about what happened?
Not wish to.
Why could a cop simply say, yes, you're detained, no, you're not? Why is it so hard?
Share with you. No.
That's fine.
No.
Let's speed up, see if we can get to the conversation.
And I think that the cop that is doing the
right, I'm
investigation
rewinding so we can hear this
is
full.
doing all to get investigated.
See what the fool got to say.
So now Mr. Clown is about to get investigated and identified because he will give up his information. And I think that the cop that is doing the investigation is doing a pretty decent job. He's not putting up with the frauditor's bullshit. And honestly, really, really good job. Take a look at this.
Well, I don't know about not putting up with the auditor's bullshit, but he's definitely biased because the officer doesn't know what happened. There's two sides of the story. The man told his side. He hasn't even got to hear this man's side, but you can obviously see that he's not being professional to this guy. He's already chosen who he thinks is right or wrong without even hearing what the man had to say, and the officer definitely is not acting professional. So I mean, it's the same shit that happens in America. You know, there's a lot of non-professional police officers. And real quick, I don't have any problem with police officers, but I can't stand bad, ruthless police officers. I just can't stand them. This one, you know, he hasn't beaten anybody up or whatever, but you know, he has a chip on his shoulder. He's not being professional. He's not being fair to both sides. You'll see how he talks to him and treats him.
Okay, here's the deal.
Becca, what's the deal? What's your name and badge number first?
Springer, 3001. I'm going to talk.
Wait, 300 what?
81.
81.
Okay, so we're
Springer.
investigating a criminal offense.
Yes.
Okay? So we're going to have to get your details.
Sure.
Okay? Do you have ID?
Not on me.
You have no ID on
Nope.
you? Sure. What's your first name?
Rick
What's your last name?
Troyan.
Can you spell that?
Tryan.
What's your birthday?
It's funny. I never really seen an officer use their phone to really take notes. Like if he's putting his name and number in his phone, normally they write down a sheet of paper. I really don't often see police put, especially if they're their personal phone. Like whatever he's telling this officer, he seems to be writing it down, put it in his phone. It's kind of weird.
What's your address?
No fixed address at the moment.
So how many times a cop stop you and ask you about an issue, just explain what happened, and they want to get your address first? Like that's not even common. Like, once you find out what's happening first, because his address may not even matter, but he's trying to get his address already. He ain't hasn't what happened yet.
Okay, so he's alleging that you broke his property.
That I broke his property.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me what happened? Because his property's broken as you've seen it, right?
Oh, it is.
Right. And he's saying that you broke it.
So what he did is he stood right next to me. I was filming the bank there.
Sorry, continue.
No, I want you to listen. So what are you doing with that? Are you taking a video of it? You guys wear body cameras? You don't, eh? No body cameras? The guy stood right beside me while I was standing in front of that bank, filming the bank. And he started, what did he start doing? Oh, he started jamming his phone in my face, like 3 inches from my nose.
You don't need to show me. Remember how you told me to back up?
Sure. I got you. So what happened? And then...
So the guy's trying to tell him what happened, and the police officer basically saying, oh, well, don't show me what happened like that. But he's simply trying to show him how close the guy was. He wasn't trying to hit the officer or hurt the officer. He was trying to demonstrate his side of the story. But of course, this officer wanted to take it personal, like step back and all this and that. He was just trying to demonstrate how close, so you get a better understanding of why the man did what he did. It's common sense.
He stood beside me with his megaphone.
I'm talking to you.
I heard you.
Okay,
so enough.
Make sure. No, I'm talking. You make sure that you don't do nothing that you wouldn't want someone to do to you. So when you tell me back up, I don't need an example.
So what's the criminal? What's
mischief?
Mischief, eh? Okay, good. Now we got that under control.
So don't point something in my face.
Oh, I'm pointing the camera. You're a cop.
No. That's fine.
That's what I do. I film you guys.
That's perfect. I film you too. It's awesome. All I'm saying to you is don't point nothing in my face. I don't need an example.
That's what he was doing.
I
already got you, so we could have moved on, kept moving along.
Yeah, so tell me your
So
story,
he stood right beside me, less than 2 inches from my face, from my ear, and he started blowing that blowhorn in my ear. I said, stop it, you're hurting my ears.
Okay.
I said it to him a bunch of times.
Okay.
He refused. He started screaming louder and louder into his megaphone in my ears. Okay. And my ears are still ringing.
Okay.
And I pushed it away and the handle broke on it. That's exactly what happened. It's not mischief. What he did is assault.
Well, that was a lie because he did push it away at some point, but then he decided to yank it from him and he took possession of it. So right off the bat, he's already lying to the cops. But honestly, that's nothing new. Frauditors are allergic to telling the truth. They couldn't even tell the truth if their life depended on it.
The fact is, if the guy didn't stick and jam this megaphone all up in his face, there's no way he would have been able to grab it. None whatsoever.
Or harassment, trying to cause alarm.
Which one? You said two different.
Well, assault is putting somebody in fear for their safety, which he was doing. Yeah, it is. You don't have to touch anybody for assault.
He didn't touch you, right?
I didn't say that.
Did he touch you?
Multiple times he walked into me.
Oh, you didn't say that. You just said he was
no,
2
more,
inches from you.
That's not the point. No, okay, so blah blah blah. Leave it alone. He was screaming that shit in my ear. Yeah. You guys want to arrest me for pushing it out of my face and the handle breaking? Go ahead. I have the video here of what he did. He will end up being charged rather than me. No joke. I do have it all on videotape. Yes, I do.
Perfect. Well, that's part of our investigation.
Yeah.
Sir, so.
What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 8905.
And your name?
Sangira.
Sangira?
Sangira, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have the video footage to show us?
Yeah, I do.
To show us?
And just so you know, you don't have to prove you're innocent. Okay, she's gonna try to make it seem like, hey, you know, you do nothing wrong, show the video, but it's the cop's job to prove that you broke the law. Okay, you don't have to help them. If they're lazy, but you ain't gotta help them do their job. They're getting paid to do whatever they're doing. They need to do their investigation, but you do not have to prove you're innocent. You don't have to show any type of video. These police officers got to get enough evidence to detain you and lock you up if they're gonna go that far. So you don't have to do anything.
Hang on, I'm recording. Sure, I will show you the video. Now, you know what? It's way too far in and I'm recording for my safety at the moment. There's over an hour and a half of video.
Well, if you're saying that you have evidence to show us of what happened,
well,
then now's a good time to show that.
You guys can, if I'm going to be arrested, then I'll show the...
What's your birthday?
I already told you.
Confirm your identity. Can you take off your glass in your mask. I need to confirm your identity because you can say John Smith. I don't know that, so I want to.
Rick Troyan.
Yeah.
I'm John Smith.
I know. I need to confirm it. And you can take your glasses off. So your legal name is what?
Richard
Richard.
Lee.
So when I ask you what your name is,
Rick. It's Rick. It's even in the
no,
in
it's Richard.
whatever, dude. It makes no difference. It's
It
Rick.
does make a difference.
So it does make a difference because one of
It's Rick.
wanna
Richard.
confirm my
Rick.
identity.
Richard. I
No,
could say
some people
Dick, and it's the
say Rick.
same goddamn thing. It is.
Sorry?
I said Dick is the same thing as Richard.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
different name.
It's a nickname.
So let's make sure we give the full name legally when the police ask you your name. Okay?
That is my
Make
full
sure.
name. I go by Rick.
I
It's
didn't
on my
ask you what you
driver's
go
license
by.
as Rick.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
I'm telling you, it's not. I'm
Oh no?
looking at it right now.
Okay, that's cool.
So when you say you think it is, it's
Richard
not.
Lee
Right. So when I ask
Troyan.
you what your name is, you don't provide a false name.
I didn't
your
provide a
real
false name.
Yeah, he definitely provided a false name.
Now, if my name, if a cop stopped me and I said my name was Dan, right, but my name is Daniel, would I be charged for giving false information to a police officer? If a cop stopped me and I told him my name was Pat, but my name is Patrick, am I get charged with giving police false information? I mean, are we being for real here? But the crazy part here is, but let's remember this is Canada. Like 5 minutes ago, he was like, you know, what's your address? Like, you know, he didn't even ask what happened yet. He was asked for his address. And then he actually said, you know, what's your birthday? Now he's just getting around to asking this man's name. Like, what order is he following here to just start now to ask the guy's name? I mean, this is a bunch of silliness. But like you said, you see the cop's demeanor. You can see he has a chip on his shoulder. You can see how he is. He's not being fair at all. And now he wants to play tit for tat, be a little kid over Richard, Dick, and, you know, first name or whatever. I mean, he's just trying to be real petty Eddie right now.
It's like if a cop was investigating me and I said, well, my name is FT. I go by FT. You know, it doesn't work like that. You have to give your real legal name, your government name, as they like to call it. And this guy knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that if he gave this fake name, they wouldn't be able to find him in the database. I'm not too sure what he's hiding, but considering he's a frauditor, he's most likely a criminal too. Let's keep watching.
Rick is my name.
No,
and
it's
if you
not.
go to
Richard,
any police station and look up my
Richard is your name.
C-pick and shit.
Richard is your name.
Okay.
So when I ask you Richard,
So this
it's
is
Richard,
your-
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's make sure we get the same name, okay, bud?
Love your attitude, man.
Too. Thanks, buddy. Just make sure it's your full name.
It is my full name.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go
Richard. So now I'm gonna
Rick.
go and change it.
My name is Rick. I go by
Richard.
Rick. Nobody has called me Richard
Rick.
since I was about this high.
Listen, he's
I'm
trying
just
to
telling
help
him what.
You know, he's got an ego and an attitude
He's
about
trying
this
to
crap.
help you. So let's just answer the questions.
I got
Definitely
the questions.
does.
No, he's just going off on a tangent about
Ego.
my name being Richard instead of Rick.
Attitude.
I
It's
just asked
Rick.
you what your name is. You provided a different name.
It's my name.
Your name is Richard.
Rick.
Not Rick.
I go by Rick.
I didn't ask what you go by. I asked what your legal name was. It's a very simple question. It's not that hard.
Okay.
I didn't ask what you. If I asked what you went by, your nickname was.
Still being petty over
I wouldn't
name.
answer.
Enough. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I got it.
Did you understand it though?
See, giving a false information would be giving the fake birthday and everything. Last name.
First name is
Yeah, yeah.
First name is different.
I'd love to see that hold up, dude. You just have an ego on you, man. Yes, you do. You have a huge ego.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Am I being detained or what's the score? Oh, what was your the outcome of your guys' investigation? Did you see which way the guy walked? Because I'll walk the opposite direction. No? All right.
Well, anyway, it kind of ends right here. The cops didn't really do much. They let him go, as you see, and then he stands there like that. They act like he's not even there. Just continue their attitude. But anyway, so do you think the guy threatened violence? Do you think he was guilty of a felony assault or whatever? If you believe in the Constitution, watch my channel, because I call it out like it is. If you don't believe in the Constitution, if you like the ways of Yemen, go over in the comments in the description section and visit Frauditor Troll, because all he does is not like people who exercise their rights. Like, comment, and subscribe.